Hi and welcome to True Blue Paranormal. Thank you for following our page and our crazy adventures. As I said, we're not professionals. We've picked what we thought was good enough to present to you. We have cross-referenced, looked through different cameras, taken quite a long time, but we want to show you something that we thought you might be interested in. Whether you believe or not is up to you, but please sit back and enjoy the video, and thank you for watching. Hi, I'm Karen and this is David Pelkey of the Rosewood Hotel. Thank you very much for having us and allowing us to do the investigation. So when you first purchased the hotel, when was your first experience, or did you know it was haunted when you came in?
2004, the previous owners had experiences with water coming down through this very bar here, water on wet beds upstairs. They certainly have a lot of activity. Now my biggest fear always is, and I've had probably half a dozen Ghostbuster type groups in over the last 8 years, and they find nothing.
Right. Hello, Beck. Look, we've got someone in the cold room.
Yep, we're in the cold room. There's a couple of them. They're trying to huddle together.
So we've got two. Can you get it?
No, they're hiding on me now. There they are. There you
So
are.
on the thermal imaging camera, we've got a couple of spirits there.
They're trying to hide from us, Robin. But I got you. You'd like to hand over your torch so we can show them that there's nothing in there?
We've got nothing here, and there's no power down here at all. There's no electricity or anything down here whatsoever.
Little cupboard. What are you doing hiding in there?
Yeah, so she seems to dominate now. Oh, did you know her name?
How long has she been dominating?
last.
Can you tell us about your beautiful home here? Can you tell us some of the history about it and what happened here?
Gangster.
Who was the gangster? When was the gangster?
Don't let them come.
Who's coming?
I heard the horn beat before too. Who's coming? I can't read sign language.
Come on.
Who's coming? Do you only dominate upstairs? Do you... Sorry, but I don't know your name.
Rabble.
Rubble. Who's Rubble? Are you the one that got shot? Who's touching me?
Is there anybody in the room with us? I have the spirit box going in the background. Can you tell me your name?
Will you touch one of the toys and set it up for us? What about if I move away? You'll do it then? Alright, I'll move out.
So, we hope you enjoyed what you saw, what Lachlan had put together for us. We hope you enjoyed the historic Rosewood Hotel, sadly, the pub with no beer. So it's now up for sale, so contact David if you'd like the exciting opportunity to own a grand piece of history. So the Rosewood Hotel first came alive in the 1870s and was destroyed by fire in 1914. Sadly, there's no maps or plans of the pub or the layout, what it was before. Rosewood became a town in the 1860s when the railway was built from Ipswich to Grantchester. It became a stopover point for about 20 years. Prior to the European settlement, the land was occupied by Aboriginal people whose language was Yuggera. David Pelkey first purchased the hotel in 2004 of the previous owners, Georgie and Don Taylor, who ran the hotel from 1991 to 2004. They told David how televisions would turn on and off, bedclothes were soaked, unexplained water pouring in the bar and from the veranda. They believed this to be the ghost of Rusty, who was a Scotsman who they believe had something to do with the fire in 1914. Rusty is also known as the water ghost. We did happen to catch a couple of EVPs from Rusty. The second ghost that lurks in the hotel is an American Negro soldier who was shot dead in the back by an American military personnel at the front door of the hotel. There's no history or anything on this. We know that there was an ammunition camp set up out of town and African Americans were treated like garbage and used to come into town to get away. Nothing can be found on this in the war archives as well. We did, on the spirit box, get an EVP of Rabaul, which is a town in Papua New Guinea, And we have found that in World War II, Australian soldiers went over to Papua New Guinea in Rabaul, and some Papua New Guineans were brought back to Australia to be trained to fight in the war. We cannot find any history of if they were brought to Queensland or not, so I just thought that was interesting that came through on the spirit box. The third and final ghost, that is said to be the dominant one, is a lady usually seen on top of the stairs and wears like an old-fashioned nightgown type of dress, and has been heard to say that she's waiting for him to come home. No history is found on this woman either. From other paranormal investigations, they have sighted children. We have an apparition that looks like a little boy in the back room. So this led David open to the idea of letting other paranormal investigators in to see what they could find. Other names that we came across in the spirit box was Chad and Wanda. You will see that we had a few apparitions on the thermal camera, which I had no faith in whatsoever. Other paranormal shows I've seen like a little dot, but we got full apparitions. Once again, whether you believe or not, that's totally up to you. This is what we found. This is what actually stood out to my team and myself. And because people were asked to share our adventures, we thought that we would share them with you. So we hope you enjoy, and thank you for the team, and thank you for everybody watching and supporting us. Stay safe.